What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our channel. This is your boy Cike, back again with another video. Waiting they happen, waiting they play. From today's title, you know what we are discussing. We are talking about Pastor Mike David, who apologizes to Apostle Suleman over their infidelity, brouhaha, saga, wahala. And we also discussed that the Freeze, who is about to pay 5 million naira for adultery he committed allegedly with Benedicta Elechi in Portharcourt. And there is this man from Ghana who gave a vital advice to all male and females out there. So sit back, relax, get your soft drink or your popcorn and watch this video to the end. If you enjoy what we do on this channel, please, a sub will be massively appreciated. Like our video, share it with your friends and families. Copy the link and share with your friends and families. Alright, so let's get into today's video. Pastor Mike David, a junior pastor or was a junior pastor who accused Apostle Suleman of having an affair with his ex-wife, Pastor Faith Edeko of Omega Fire Ministry in Abuja, has come out to apologize to Apostle Suleman for that accusation. So there are different versions of this apology. So I want to play the first clip and we'll come back and discuss it.
Good evening, fellow Nigerians and everyone around the world. In view of the issue that has been ongoing for the past weeks now, I have personally been on a spiritual sojourn, and I have received instructions from the Lord to take this step I'm taking right now. So personally, I want to apologize to my father in the Lord, Apostle John C. Suleman, and Mama Lizzie John C. Suleman, and Omega Fire Ministries around the world, for the frictions that, were generated, and probably in the manner in which I reached out for help. I want to say I'm deeply sorry. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Guys, you know that Pastor Mike David said that he had an encounter with the Lord and he got an express instruction to give peace a chance. Alright, but before we talk about that express instruction, we all know that when Moses saw the Lord, his face lit up and became shiny. How comes Pastor Mike David had an encounter with the Lord and he's feeling so dull and weak? His face is a bit swollen. Which Lord did Pastor Mike David encounter that made his face become weak and dull and kwashiorkor? Make una check that kind of thing, because if you meet the Lord, your life go change. Your life go change positively. Alright, so let's see the second clip.
Good day, Nigerians. In view of recent developments as touching the running battles for some time now, it has become necessary for me to update you all on the present status, while also thanking you all for your prayers and support. I have personally been on the spiritual sojourn, and in the course of that, I've received express instructions from the Lord to give peace a chance as touching the issue that has been on ground. And if I marry that together with the interventions of church leaders, well-meaning Nigerians who have been persistent, in intervening, to see that, we come to terms of peace, I have no choice than to, of course, give peace a chance. I will at this point want to give my unreserved apology to the body of Christ, to CAN, to PFN, to my father in the Lord, Apostle John C. Suleman, for 16 years, and my mother in the Lord, to Omega Fire Ministries. I want to say I am sorry for the manner that I may have, expressed my cry for help. I sincerely apologize. However, is that I have also instructed my team of international lawyers to discontinue all court processes, including the police engagements and all of that, so that eventually, everything can be resolved. But I can say at this point that we have obviously come to a point of amicable resolution on this matter.
Alright, from what we have seen in these two video clips, Pastor Mike David had the same shirt on in the first clip and the second clip. The difference is that those two clips were shot in different locations. So who brought the cameraman and asked Pastor Mike to sit down and say all that he said? Pastor Mike David mentioned church leaders intervening. He said church leaders' intervention to give peace a chance. And he also said well-meaning Nigerians insisting that they come to terms of peace. He mentioned Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, and also the Body of Christ. He also mentioned his team of international lawyers. In this same issue, in this same infidelity brouhaha between him and Apostle Johnson Suleman. So I think the thing is not going the way I feel is right, because there is no way you have a problem with an individual and you are involving Christian Association of Nigeria, involving PFN, the Body of Christ, a team of international lawyers. Before we continue, I want us to take a look at this old clip that Pastor Mike David released some time ago about how they handled the issue of Stephen Otobo Gate. What I want to establish here is the difference between that video and this apology that he is making now. I want us to see the difference between Pastor Mike then and Pastor Mike now.
Well, good evening, everyone from in Nigeria and from around the world. My name is Mike Davids. Don't forget that I was part of that system for 16 years. And, this is all part of the system, all of these manipulations and all of the gimmicks that goes on, behind the scenes. We all know how these things play out. And it became very obvious to me that my eternal destiny was not in view following the kind of leader that I was following, and that if I continued in that ministry, I knew where I was going to end. All right. So I left of my own free will. You were never the one that sent me out of that ministry. I was tired of your ungodliness as a leader, and that was the major reasons I left that ministry. Then secondly is we all know the part I played in Stephen Otobo's saga. You know as much as I do. All right. How much involved I was in bringing that issue, that saga, to a halt. All the traveling to Sapele, I was part of that privileged team that was dispatched to Sapele, that was managed by, a crisis communication expert known by almost everybody. All right, I don't even need to mention name. You know me as much as I do, and you knew how we got Stephen Otobo to come to the altar and apologize to Mama, and brought to Stephen Otobo's mother to Auchi. Are you get what I'm saying? I'm coming to that issue, all right, because you are pushing me real hard. I'm coming to that issue because I'm sure that the world and Nigerians will be interested to know how Stephen Otobo eventually came to Auchi to make that confession the day she actually did. They want to know what really happened. All right. So Apostle Johnson Suleman, you know as much as I do that we both knew what happened. I will come to that. And I want you to know, Apostle Johnson Suleman, that despite all you are doing, you are oppressing, manipulating, and all of that, threatening my mom. I've received informations of the people you are sending to my mom to threaten the poor woman and all of that. Let me tell you, I am not perturbed. Apostle Johnson Suleman, let me advise you, as a leader that you claim you are, you have 48 hours to instruct those who have a hand in the blocking of my bank accounts to undo whatever they have done. If they don't, you will not like what is going to follow. Don't say I didn't give this warning, because you are pushing me very hard.
So una don see am, the same person wey make that first video wey talk about Stephen Otobo, na him be the person wey dey make this apology video now. Make una check this thing, because the way this man dey talk, e dey sound like person wey dey under pressure or under duress to make this apology. Pastor Mike dey talk like person wey dey don knack gbogbo, wey they don't carry go panebita, knack am front and back, say, oh yeah, sit down here. They come first and say, oh yeah, make this apology. Now so this man they talk, they talk like the same man where they vibrate, where they rain fire and brimstone that time, saying go consume Apostle Johnson Suleman, saying knacking wife, saying chopping wife, saying do am before his own daughter. No be the same man wey come out today come dey talk say in dey apologize. They talk like far where rain don beat gbogbo. This man no dey talk like that same Pastor Mike. He no dey talk like that. He dey talk like different person now. This thing no dey sound well to me. No dey sound well. E be like something dey happen. You understand what I'm trying to say? E be like this man, they don force am say if you no make this apology, something go happen to you. That kind of thing. No be say na wetin happen o. I no know. I just dey talk from my own point of view, from where me I sit down now. Na so I dey see am. I no talk say na so it happen before somebody go change am. Una see wetin I dey talk? So make you tell me wetin you feel in the comment section. Daddy Freeze 5 million naira fine for adultery. There is this guy, they made a video about this fine that Daddy Freeze is being asked to pay for adultery by a Port Harcourt High Court. So this guy is questioning, why should Daddy Freeze pay this amount of money for having an affair with Benedicta Elechi? You know, according to the guy, he said Benedicta Elechi filed for divorce from her husband in 2012. And boom, 2015, she conceived for Daddy Freeze. If this woman asked for divorce legally from her husband in 2012, the husband refused to grant her her request, her wish to divorce her. 2015, she became pregnant for Daddy Freeze. Court said, you don't commit adultery. 2021, court said, Daddy Freeze, you go pay 5 million naira because you slept with this woman in 2015. You see how our judicial system is working. You know, the guy also said that men are using their power and influence connection to oppress women. That is a valid point. No one knows if Daddy Freeze knew Benedicta Elechi in 2012 when she filed for divorce from her husband. But let's look at some other things, because Daddy Freeze is always maintaining one position. His first marriage crashed because of domestic violence, that he has papers, he has proof, he has court papers to show that his wife used to abuse him.
Daddy Freeze reveals his wife used to beat him up. It is not every day we hear a man cry out because his wife beat him up. The battle between the popular on-air personality Olarinde Ifedayo, popularly known as Daddy Freeze, and his wife Opeyemi has gotten to another level because he has come out with shocking details about his marriage. In a chain of bitter tweets, Freeze revealed that while he was married to Opeyemi, he was a victim of domestic abuse. Now, Freeze had initially blasted Opeyemi on Twitter and Instagram, calling her a violent adulterer, but he followed it up with another salvo on July 13, 2015 with another series of tweets saying that he still has injuries he suffered as a result of the domestic abuse. Some of his tweets read, when a man hates a woman, he is a monster. What about when a woman is repeatedly violent to a man, and when that violence extends to his family? I am speaking up because I was once a victim of domestic abuse, not because I am trying to spite my ex. What if I had died from the injuries? He then explained that silence and maturity did not help him out, which made him the victim, and now this has led him to cry out.
For Daddy Freeze to come out and say that his wife, guys, you know Daddy Freeze when they bully people online, pastors, GOs, na woman come dey beat am for house. So tey Daddy Freeze run go court, go collect pepper. Hey. Anyway, Daddy Freeze's ex-wife, Opeyemi Olarinde, said that she left Daddy Freeze in June 2014. While we are talking on this Apostle Suleman and Pastor Mike Davis issue, Daddy Freeze also brought this case again. That people are saying that his first marriage crashed because of infidelity. That it wasn't because of infidelity, that his marriage crashed because of domestic violence. And he brought one paper, he did it like this, that this is the court paper, he has evidence. Opeyemi said that Daddy Freeze never gave her breathing space while they were living together. So she granted an interview to Bellanaija TV. Let's listen to her and hear what she has to say, and also compare with what Daddy Freeze is saying. Guys, you know Daddy Freeze. If Daddy Oyedepo, if David Ibiomie, Adeboye, they battle with Daddy Freeze, now woman go come they beat Daddy Freeze for house. So let's hear from Opeyemi Olarinde, and I will be right back.
Good afternoon.
My name is Adesola from Bellanaija. So for full disclosure, this conversation is being recorded.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, just so that you know, it is as you said it is, not that we're adding anything or subtracting anything from it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and it's really important for us to, share your story in the way that you want it to be shared.
I walked out 2014, June 2014 to be precise. Then my sister now came yesterday and said to me, he's denying those allegations. And I said to myself, why would you, for you to deny, it means you know it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, because the truth of the matter is, the woman he's living with, there are cases in Port Harcourt as I speak.
Wow.
I am still in court with him. Our divorce is not final. We've not even had a trial.
Wow.
The issue now is the last time we went to court, the judge wanted to speak to the kids.
Okay.
Why? Because the children were also involved in the abuse. My son has a kneecap that was broken when he tried to cover me when his father was beating me.
Oh my God.
He's just learning how to walk properly again. Started playing football in January. So a lot has happened, and I have kept quiet, not because I'm a fool or I don't know how to. But the truth is, I really don't know how to handle this. I sort of saw it coming because when I was leaving, he threatened me that if I left, he would destroy me on social media because he has the power to do so, and I'm nothing. He's everything. He's a celebrity. And that there's no way I'm going to survive without him. But when I left, he did everything he threatened to do. But guess what? I'm still standing.
Yes.
And I will continue to stand. My kids were worse off when we were there. I mean, we went on holiday to an African country, and we got back on, I said, Tuesday or Wednesday. And the first thing my daughter said is, because it was a long journey to get back home, I said, Mommy, I'm glad that this is the house we came back to. I'm glad that it's not VI. This is an issue where there was abuse every day. A year before I left, I had to stay in my marriage and be called Benedicta during sex, when I'm serving him food, when he comes into the house. But they will tell you, stay in your marriage, keep to it. I have enough evidence with my lawyers that will show you how many times I've been to the hospital with a cracked skull, with a shifted vertebrae, all sorts. And we lived in a one-bedroom apartment given to us by Cool FX. So there was no way I could hide the abuse from the kids. It was a way of life every single day. So when that happened to my son and his knee, I said to myself, I can't do this, because not only did he hit him that way, he continued to curse him. For covering. Then he was about 12. He was cursing him for covering me up while he was hitting me.
I said, and now he's making the claims of domestic violence.
You know what happened was, I left June 2014. In July 2015, you come up with this story of domestic violence. Where in the name of God did I see you to touch you? Saying all sorts about my background. I have been with the Federal since 1997. So I spent half my life with him. I lived with my dad for only 8 years before he passed away. So Ifeda is the only man I've ever known for that long, except for my brothers. So I didn't exactly know how to handle what happened to me.
Daddy Freeze is claiming to be the victim. His ex-wife is also saying that she's the victim. Both of them have evidences of domestic abuse. Daddy Freeze said something in his live stream 2 days ago when he streamed about Apostle Suleman and Pastor Mike David's apology. Daddy Freeze said that there was no love in his marriage with Opeyemi, that he never felt any love. He didn't love her and she didn't love him. Daddy Freeze also said that when he looked into his future, that he did not see his wife there, his ex-wife, that he did not see his ex-wife in his future. Both of them had no love for each other. The woman in this interview, guys, you heard her, she said that Daddy Freeze was also dealing with her son, because each time her son tries to prevent Daddy Freeze from attacking her, Daddy Freeze will bounce on the little boy. Who are we going to believe in this matter? And if you look at it again, the problem between Benedicta Elechi and her husband started in 2012. We don't know the cause of that problem. If a man actually wants out of something, and maybe this Benedicta was giving her husband headache in the house, and the man wanted to let her go, the man will sign the divorce papers sharp. She must have done something so wrong, something that touched the husband, that made him say, Sam, let her stay like that. And that's why they slammed adultery on her. You understand what I'm trying to say? Did Daddy Freeze meet Benedicta Elechi in 2012 that made her to file for divorce? Did the husband of Benedicta find out that she had something to do with Daddy Freeze that made him refuse to sign the divorce papers? Is Daddy Freeze crying wolf here, claiming to be the victim, while his ex-wife is also claiming to be the victim? So who are we to believe? Now, in that interview, you also had the woman say, if they are in bed doing kerewa, Daddy Freeze will be calling Benedicta. If she's preparing food for Daddy Freeze will be calling Benedicta. So this kind of thing, no balance at all. Daddy Freeze not to tell us what thing they actually happen. Moving on to the next one. This is very interesting. This is an important message this Ghanaian guy is giving to all the males and females out there. This is about Bobby Suckling. So I'm not going to use my mouth to tell you guys what this guy said. You better make una listen to this guy. You can also share it with your friends, Give them this important message from Ghana. So a lot of things, they happen for Ghana. Now, this guy, they talk about consultancy in Ghana about Bobby Suckling. So make una hear what this guy talk and tell me what you think in the comment section.
Protein is found in the vaginal fluid of every woman. So if you do a lot of tafrebomsi, which is the original way of licking, a man who does that, you don't have constipation. Free bowels. It also gives you a very good position of your prostate. So don't lose the ability to lick. Learn how to do it. Suck and lick. Don't miss the opportunity to lick. Tafribomski is very healthy. Your destiny changer is Tafribomski. You too, who is opening up for Tafribomski, keep their place in it. Some of you have made a place so unwholesome that it means Tafri. Allow the men. And that reminds me, our license for the breast sucking consultancy has still not been released. Remind them.
I should remind them.
Because you are a woman, this should be a need in your life.
Did I come and tell you I need it?
It is not you telling me, but the opportunity for you to give the breast for sucking for the result of breast cancer must be a burden on your head. You saw the last time research 3 days today. The research is that in Ghana here, it is equated that every 500 people gathered is equated as a village. There are 9 villages, according to the research, that women within the age of 35 to 55 are dying because of breast cancer. The earlier detection is possible. And it is said in the same research that when your breast is frequently sucked, your ability to have breast cancer is reduced. My sister, don't let this thing be captured with breast cancer. No succulent. Asho. You don't need to have any sexual intercourse for the sucking. Just come to the consultancy. Release your breast in the holes. Don't get water who is sucking from behind. It could even be an ex-president. It could be a current president. It could be an MP. It could be an assemblyman. It could be a gateman. Your concern is that shuffle for cancer. Shuffle for cancer. Shuffle for cancer. Tell them to give me the license to operate. Do you understand me? Tell them. Talk for yourself.
What do you think about Daddy Freeze and his divorce saga? What do you think about Daddy Freeze paying 5 million for adultery in Port Harcourt? Do you think Daddy Freeze met Benedicta before she filed for divorce from her husband? And also Pastor Mike Davids apologizing to Apostle Suleman, his body language, the way he did that apology. What do you think about it? So leave all in the comment section. And if this is the first time you're coming across our channel, you like what we are doing, please, a sub will be massively appreciated. Like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. Make una copy the link, I beg. The share to people, copy the link and give to your friends and families. I appreciate you guys, I love you, and God loves you more. See you guys in the next video.